All right, Helldivers, it's Tuesday the 26th, and finally the Xbox divers are here. We've already seen the total numbers online reach over 250,000 as the workdays starts to wrap up here on the East Coast. We fully expect to see that number rise drastically as the night continues on. It looks like the majority are now on the bug front. When I looked earlier on my way home, I saw that the Illuminants had the vast majority of the new divers coming in and divers returning, probably because of the defense mission on Seychelles Beach right now. But it looks like we might make the kill order for the Illuminate and the Automaton, but I think we are going to miss the Terminids drastically by far. And that may have been designed, but I do think that Arrowhead wanted us to get all three of these, because that would be 165 medals to really help those Xbox divers unlock, especially the ODST Warbond that just dropped today as well. Now, if we're actually going to zoom into the map itself here, looking at where the fights are going, right? Terminids holding very solid with Veld. They're going to keep that defense back, and that's likely due to that new premium Warbond that they just dropped a trailer for today. That's going to be going into the Gloom. I'll cover that a little bit more later. So really, I think this front is just going to have one or two defenses. There's another one over in Gatria, just kind of closing out that lone planet in the middle of a bunch of other ones. All right, but I think we're going to see this line held right in the middle, right between Arata Prime, Turing, Estatu, Esker. Like, those lines I think are going to stay pretty stable right there, so that we're still on the edge of the Gloom going into that Warbond on September 2nd. Now, looking down here at the bots and the Illuminate, right? Illuminate, very popular, it seemed, after the Xbox release. I think because the Illuminate, to me, a lot of people correlated to War of the Worlds. I always correlated it more to Halo, with how the units are set up. You have a bunch of grunts that just run at you. You've got some elites in the back shooting at you in terms of the overseers, and various other heavies, very special enemy types. So I always felt like the Illuminate were always a Halo type. But we do see that Seychelles Beach under attack. It was a 2-day invasion, and with the 4 mega cities on that map, I fully think we're going to be able to capture this planet, right? Looking at it, it's 72% locked behind these cities. A good solid 36% just off this first mega city alone, which then will trickle down into the rest of the mega cities on that planet. So I think we will definitely save Seychelles Beach, and ultimately we're going to be looking at saving Fort Sanctuary and the new Yearning City, right? One of the new maximum security cities that you can tell on the map, marked by this little icon right above. Right, so I think the one that's at risk is over here on the bot front, right? Because Barabos came under heavy attack from the Jet Brigade pretty early with a 24-hour defense. If the only way we can stop that one is if we bring the DSS over there. We have about 8 hours for the Eagle airstrike, so we can stop that defense in its tracks. Because honestly, Seychelles Beach is going to be perfectly fine with those mega cities. Barabos does not have any mega cities, right? So it's a raw fight to the death. Just try to max out, get as many over there as possible, get the DSS over there, get the Eagle airstrike up, so we got a 24-hour pause on it, get some more reinforcements here on the bot front, and really consolidate all of our forces. Most of them are indeed on Barabos. We're seeing 30,000 over there right now. But right, that is putting Ameria at risk with New Aspiration City. And just like I alluded to in my last video, I suspected that Arrowhead was really going to push towards these. I thought it was going to be all three, not knowing they had plans for the Gloom. But I did think that they were going to be pushing towards these maximum security cities. And I think by the end of this major order, we will probably see Ameria itself under attack. The patch today was almost 900 megabytes, at least on my computers. Some people were saying it was 4 gigabytes maybe on console. So I suspect there are some additional changes in the background, maybe some new units, mission types. Something is in the background. 800 some megabytes is a little bit too much for just adding in some extra lines for Xbox coming in, extra netcode, whatever it may be. it just seems a little hefty, right? It just feels like there's more assets put in there, and anybody that dives into the actual files can probably find out more information, but I tend to avoid that stuff because I like the surprises. I feel like peak Helldivers is when you have as surprises a new unit show up that you weren't expecting, that now you have to kind of figure out how to fight. But I do think we will end up on Ameria City, and some of that patch may have been putting in special stuff for a maximum security city. We fought on mega cities, but I feel like there's going to be something different with the maximum security cities. But we'll just have to watch and see. Now, I've already been playing with the new Warbond, didn't have all of it unlocked yet, but I did kind of make up a little ODST type build here. It does decent. I don't have the pistol unlocked yet, so I wasn't able to play with that. But basically consisting of the armor, cape, helmet, whatever you can slap on there. I did play with the rifle and the SMG so far. Both of them feel really good, but I don't think there's anything special about them necessarily. But to round out for the stratagems, FRV, right, for your Warthog, basically. Also taking an Eats for your rocket launcher, jump pack for that really high jump you would get in the Halo games, and then modified ODST, so I did take the orbital precision strike just to round out, so I couldn't really think of what to put in there. If you want to kind of play with a Halo 3 type style, swap out the jump pack for a shield pack. All around, I feel like this is a pretty solid Warbond, but I don't think it's anything too special right now. And next up, it looks like Arrowhead also dropped the trailer for the next major update, which is going to be coming out next week, where we're going to be heading deep into the gloom. Right, and the more I think about it, looking at that major order, the galactic map, I don't think we were intended to win this one with 6 billion Terminids to kill, because we're definitely not going to make it, even with extra Helldivers, unless something magical happens over the weekend or Joel steps in. So I think that was their intention, was to just kind of get the Terminids all riled up, pissed off, do something to kind of lead the story into us going into the gloom. I mean, the last couple major orders with the bugs before this did indicate that we have special coatings for the Super Destroyer, so we can get into the gloom itself. So this new mission types, new enemies, they all look super exciting on September 2nd. What I don't think is that exciting is this new Warbond that's coming out. The only thing that I think will be really fun is that missile silo. I think that will be super fun. Otherwise, an incendiary assault rifle. I mean, I do love the breaker incendiary, but just because it can pump out so much damage to groups quickly, I feel like an incendiary assault rifle is not going to perform as well. But the rest of the Warbond also looks decent. I mean, you have a pocket cluster bomb. You've got the pocket napalm, or really, it's kind of like the airburst rocket it looked like, with a napalm attached to it instead. The harpoon, it took out an Alpha Commander in one shot, but also showed that it can put gas in a specific area, but you already have gas grenades, so why would you need to waste a stratagem slot for it? So I think with that new Warbond, the only thing people will really probably be taking are going to be that pocket silo, basically, where it looks like a hell bomb you can launch. Right? You just drop the silo, grab the laser targeter, and then run off and go kill stuff from a long range. I would expect that to have like a 7-8 minute cooldown on it. We might get lucky and have it down to like a 5-minute cooldown, but I don't think it's going to be any shorter than that. But let me know in the comments down below if you think this next Warbond is going to be as exciting. I personally don't, but the next update going into caves and stuff is going to be crazy. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can see the next week shaping up to kind of drive that storyline to drive us into the gloom. With the tail end of that probably having the bots or Illuminate surge forward and shifting the story focus over there. Hopefully with some new units, because the Illuminate are very lackluster. Still waiting for something exciting to happen on the Illuminate front. But if you like this content, please hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the Warfront, Helldivers.